promised young chap to play, you know.
I know. We've got to either steal the best youngsters in the country. I don't mean literally steal, because we invite them here. And parents who come here like what they see. If they're going to entrust 14 or 15 or 16-year-old boys into anybody's hands, they might as well put them in mine. So I look after them. I look after them like I would look after my own son. So parents are impressed with this. And the Alan Hills and the Liam O'Kanes and Archie Gamels do their little bit as well. So we get our fair share of good, talented youngsters. Long may it continue.
Yes, feet big.
Yes, man. Come on. Again, Lam. Yes, that's why I want you going. Coming flat up. Push off, Chris. Chelsea, go back.
The three domestic cup competitions proved fertile ground for the growing ambitions of Forest's young team. After knocking Ipswich Town, Leeds United and Watford out of the FA Cup, the one trophy that's always eluded Brian Clough and which Forest hadn't won since 1959, they met Manchester United in the quarter-final at Old Trafford on March the 18th. A goal by Gary Parker, yet another of his vital strikes this season, proved decisive. It earned Forest an ill-fated semi-final tie against Liverpool at Hillsborough on April the 15th. Football fans everywhere will remember the terrible events that unfolded that day. The game was stopped after 6 minutes when Liverpool fans started spilling out of the Leppings Lane end of the ground. 95 fans would soon die, crushed to death by the sheer weight of numbers of people trying to get in to see the game. What are the Forest players' memories of that terrible day?
Oh, the thing about Hillsborough, really, we were off the field before anything was happening. You know, there were a few people spilled onto the pitch behind the Liverpool goal. A policeman ran on to ask the referee to stop the game, and basically within 30 seconds I think all the players were back in the dressing room, and that's all we saw. So the families, our friends and families in the stand sort of saw everything. It was worse for them, and until we went up to the hospitals to actually meet some of the patients and some of the families up there, it was all very impersonal to us, because we hadn't witnessed any of the scenes that the other families had. So, you know, once we'd been up and seen them, it sort of came home to us that, it really was a terrible tragedy. And I think the lads who went up were all better for seeing those people.
You didn't really realise what was going on at the time, and I didn't personally. I didn't let it sink in until I got home and watched it on TV and seen the actual appalling the tragedy that happened. And that really, I felt low at that time. And I think it was good for the players to go and see the people. And it was refreshing to get out of our minds and continue football after that.
The worst memory of all, Hillsborough. Terrible memory, something which I think interfered with our possibility of going to Wembley. I'm sure on the day that the players were psyched up, and it was most unfortunate. For everyone in football, it was a sad day for us, but regardless of the result of the semi-final, we've had a tremendous season.
Forest went on to lose a highly emotional rearranged semi-final match 3-1, thereby losing their chance of a record 3 cup final Wembley appearances in one season. But success wasn't far away. The first of 2 Wembley finals began against Luton Town on April the 9th in the Littlewoods Cup final.
Would you like to predict the score today?
2-1. 2-1 to Forest.
2-1
to Forest. Exactly the same as in 1959.
We will win 4-0 because Franz Carr ain't playing. If he was playing, we'd win 9-0. But basically, at the end of the day, Clough should be England manager because he is by far the man, the best. We want him there. The whole world wants him there. It should be for England, but Forest will win the day. And all I've got to say is, take me up there. We're on the march with Clough is army. We're all going to Wembley. Sitting ground, old mist rolling in from the Trent. My desire is always to be. Oh, sitting ground, old mist rolling in from the Trent.
win the game today?
I feel great at the moment. I mean, it's the best place to play any game, I personally think, either for England or in a cup final. And once the crowd fills up, and it's going to be a great atmosphere, and the pitch is looking immaculate at the moment.
Possibly being the captain of the side, it's more of a, obviously it's a big moment to play for your country, and don't get me wrong, but it's obviously a very proud moment for me today, you know, captaining the club out and whatever. So all being well, hopefully the result will go right for us as well. Yeah, as I say, we've been very lucky. The lads certainly have travelled away with us and done well. I'd like to thank them and thank the ones that sort of come to places like Charlton, obviously the least glamourable games, and hopefully this is their reward, really.
I think when we took QPR on at our place and you know, we were winning 4-1 at half-time, and I think to go out and to destroy a First Division side like we did that day was a great feat for ourselves. And the 2 games against Bristol City, Bristol played superbly in both games, and we had a struggle to get here in the first place. So now we're here, we want to go in with the trophy.
We cornered Brian Clough in the dressing room before the match to ask him how he felt.
Absolutely lovely.
Obviously,
Sunshine day, full stadium. We've not been here for a long, long time, and it's fine.
Wembley on April the 9th was Brian Clough and Nottingham Forest's biggest day for a long time. Forest hadn't won a major trophy since their League Cup victory in 1980.
We've had a good 3 years. We've had a good 4 years, actually. And it's just coming a little bit gelling now at the moment. But I must repeat, son, at this present time, I've won out. Wembley dressing room, 2:45 before the final.